Okay, viewers, a very warm welcome to Stars Republic TV Africa. My name is Rita Paul. I said it, I'll be bringing you way celebrities you will always want to see. And today we have the superstar actor as far as the Bible is concerned. A lot of us knows her like a Benedict Obi, and some people knows her like Benedict Obi Wills Obo. So today she's gonna be with us. She'll tell us more about herself. So please stay with us. After the short break, I'll bring her your way. Thank you.
Stars Republic TV Africa.
It's going to be very entertaining. It's going to be very informative.
Do you want to know more about top celebrities in Africa?
Think of Stars Republic TV Africa.
My name is Uncle Ayo. I endorse Stars Republic TV.
Go to our pride, Africa, Stars Republic, Africa, 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 Africa.
Okay, welcome back to Stars Republic TV Africa. I am Rita Paul. I love you, you love me. And beside me, I have this person you will want to see. I know you're waiting to see her live. She's right here with me. Oh my God, welcome, Mrs. Benedette Obi Wills Obong. Let me echo that too.
Thank you.
So good to have you.
I'm so glad to be
Like,
here.
this is heaven and earth.
Really?
Yes.
I'm flattered.
No, you need to. Okay. Please, I wouldn't want to waste more of your time because your fans want to hear a lot about you and know more about because they've been seeing you on screen. So I don't know who is she, where exactly is she from. So let's just start from there. Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm from Oran local government in Akwa Ibom State by marriage,
How?
and by birth I am actually from Utulubana in Anambra State.
Well, what number? So that's what I wanted to ask. When you said I'm from Mora, I was like,
Oh, no, but I'm married now.
yes.
One fine man. you know,
From Oran.
from Oran.
Oh
in
my
Akwa
God,
Ibom State.
Oran people are just so fine. Oh, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, and you know he touched me and I followed.
Wow! Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay. Now I see. So you're now from Oran, but you are from Anambra State originally.
Yes.
Okay, you're welcome to my state, Bible.
Thank you.
Okay, we want to know where's your place of residence from birth?
Okay. I was actually not born in Akwa Ibom.
Okay.
Then my father, my late father, God rest his soul, migrated to
You
Akwa
lost
Ibom.
her?
Yeah,
You
I
lost him?
Yeah, in 2021,
Oh
and I miss him. He had to join his wife. I lost my mom first, 2020.
why?
January.
Oh.
And while we were still trying to get our acts together from losing my mom was actually my backbone. And I should say the person that pushed me in this, encouraged me in this direction.
In
And
showbiz?
she was the person who stood there for me, stood by me, encouraged me, was always there. Even when I got married,
Such a lovely
she
mother.
took care of my children while I had to travel for jobs and all of that. And since
Wow.
I lost her, that vacuum has not been filled up until now. I have had to turn down so many jobs because there's no one to watch my children. And even though I'm a filmmaker, for me, family comes first. So yeah, we don't compromise family because I mean you have one life to live and you have one time to influence and raise your children.
Yes.
And in a world like ours, where there's a lot of knowledge coming from left, right, and center, and you don't know what, I need to stay
With your
ground
children.
and raise them
Yeah.
the way I would like them to turn out as adults. Because you see, the society we have today, they are product of bad or good home upbringing.
Oh,
And when we lose it, when we fail as parents, the society is worse off.
yeah. Oh, please accept my heartfelt sympathy. Sorry
Thank you.
about the loss. It's alright. Okay. So how did you start filmmaking?
Okay. I had graduated from University of Rio, and I
Oh.
was waiting to be called up for my youth service when I stumbled on an audition advert on TV.
Okay.
I remember AM Express Extra.
AM Express Extra.
Then by Mr. Michael Bush.
Okay.
And the late Francis Agu was his guest.
Wow.
And so he talked about it. And being that I already had a flair for arts, I sing, I dance.
Oh, you sing too?
Oh, yeah.
Did you say you dance too?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I did all of that. As a
Wow.
young artistic person, I didn't know I would end up in the arts, even though
Okay.
I was quite smart academically,
Okay.
so I had to read sciences.
Mm.
So, but I had a flair for all of this. So
Mm.
while I was at home and that was going on, my mom called me and said, come, I think you should go and try this out while you're waiting for your call-up letter to go serve your country. So that was it. So I went there for the audition.
And that was the first time ever?
That was not the first per se, but it was the first time I went there resolute and ready to
do a thing
to
like
do
that.
something like that on that kind of scale,
Okay.
movie. It was always stage and church and all of that and small things like that.
Okay.
So I got there and I passed and then he told me, you speak so well. Wow. I was flattered. And then he said, well, you need to be trained in acting. Your line delivery is beautiful, but your reflexes, that was the first time I heard the word.
Reflex.
Your reflexes are not it. They are very far from, you take your lines and they sound like you're reciting. I said, oh, I did a bit of broadcasting. So
Okay.
he said I sounded like a newscaster.
Okay.
So
okay, you did a bit of broadcasting then
Yes,
before.
yes, yes,
Wow,
yes.
bunch of talent in
Mhm.
Akwa Ibom.
So, but then he was ready to work with me, and I was glad, and I was thankful for that day because it was that day that I met my covenant God, Kenneth.
Oh wow, Kenneth and Kanye, which you guys have been working together for a very long time now.
Yes, we became friends. Our families became family friends. So we prayed together. We grew together. That guy has not come back. There's been times I've run away from this business and he'll come right back and drag me out. And once he speaks, he has my mother, so that I am on my way with Kenneth to wherever it is happening. So that's how it has been.
That's amazing. Oh, so what exactly? Because like now, personally, we see you more in the video films, and I must say it, you're doing amazingly well. So why is it that you do more of the video film than the Igbo? Where you're from? I don't get it.
People ask that question, but you see, since my father migrated and married my mom, and they decided to reside here. Yeah, I'm in an environment where the majority of the Ibibio language is more spoken.
Okay.
Even though we have the Igbo people.
Okay.
So we started doing English films.
Okay.
And you know how it is in Akwa Ibom. We are the only ones struggling, I must say. We haven't gotten government support. You don't get to see actors getting endorsements. Even by little companies. You don't get to see those things. So the actor is struggling all on by his own for himself, and everything. So Ibibio became the predominant language when they started doing indigenous languages. Being that I came here as a child, I understood the language.
Yeah.
I even speak more than some people.
Of course, I can attest to that because if somebody that would just see you, the person finds it difficult to believe you are not an Akwa Ibomite.
Yeah, I get to hear that a lot of times.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there was nothing I could do. And being one who, whatever I want to do, I make sure I do it.
And you do it well.
I must excel. It's either I excel or I excel.
Oh.
Failure is not in my DNA.
If
you see me playing around, just understand that I am not interested in that. But once I set my mind to it, you will see the difference. And you will know that I worked on it.
Okay, I get it. So now, you're in art. So, because I heard you talk about science, what exactly did you study in the high institution?
Yeah, I studied medical microbiology.
Whoa!
I did an MSc in the University of Port Harcourt, medical sciences. And, but I'm not practicing. And ironically, I feel out of sorts in the medical environment right
Can you
now.
imagine? Because it's a very different thing from art.
I never thought, honestly, that I'll end up here. But you see, the Bible says that many are the counselors in a man's only that of the Lord God is the one that stands.
Stands, yeah.
So he who made me knew how to push me in the direction
He wants you to be.
where he wanted me to be. So
Yes.
I have the degrees, they are there in my box.
Oh, wow. So, I don't know how you're going to take this. And I know your fans know this. And I want to believe you also know this. Because you're a very good actress.
Oh wow. Thank
No,
you.
as far as acting is concerned.
I try not
because
to judge myself.
no. I looked at people like you on screen and I was like, oh my God, I need to do what she's doing. How do I just go about this? You understand? So I would want to ask, how did you go about it? How did you achieve this?
Okay. I will not erase the place of hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, being that I came from the sciences and I got into the arts, I met graduates from the arts,
Okay.
and these are authorities
Mm.
in their field. And you are coming in, so you need to wear your belt and sit up
Okay.
and get it right.
Okay.
So I want to thank Moses Esco for the part he's played in my life.
Oh.
He met me, Kennedy Cannon took me to him.
Okay.
He met me. We formed a team of his children.
Okay.
It was I, Karosi Ejumora, Fumi. I used to call her Fumi.
Oh, she's
And
she's
ironically,
a Yoruba.
no, she's Benin.
Benin.
The
Okay.
three of us that he loved to train with, none of us were Egyptians.
Oh.
Kenneth Ekanem
Okay.
and Kufre Gala.
Okay, we're the only
Five of us, I don't know, for whatever reason, there were others, but we were like the kitchen cabinet. And he took us through a series of trainings.
Wow.
We read scripts. He taught me pitches and tones in movie making. He taught me reactions, facial reactions, bodily reactions. He taught me how to act more with my face and not with my hands. He did everything. Fumi is married, living in Eket. She took a brief, when she started birthing children, she took a brief break from the industry. And lately, I'm talking her to coming back. Girl, we started together, come back. Ken is still here.
Yeah.
Kufre Garaba is here. And this is us. Those days I remember Ida Kerete has always been prone to writing. Uwe Myung was there too. Those are faces I can remember. So many other people, Kate Sweetest, and all those days, and the late Victor Idem. Wow.
Oh,
We have traveled some distance, but that man at that time was sincere. In his sincere mind, poured out his life in training, retraining us with the little that he knew. And we made impact. Because I remember when I did a movie with Desmond Elliot the first time, when I spoke, Desmond told me,
Wow.
I was
Like, do we have this in Akwa Ibom State?
That's exactly, and I was like, you can imagine how
Yes.
and this is coming from Desmond. I felt like,
Oh, I'm a
Babe.
queen. I'm a queen.
baby, I've arrived. Babe. He was like,
But it's true, actually.
and then Desmond and I became friends.
Yes.
Ironically, even if I chat him, I don't know how to disturb, but
He will certainly respond.
He certainly responds to my chat.
Oh.
Christmas, how are you? Happy New Year. Oh, Benny, you have not left Uyo. What are you doing in Uyo? And I said, Uyo is my home. Come on, we all can be living in Lagos. That is what it is. I believe that Lagos has carved a niche for themselves. They have built an industry. And that there are people that were there that built this industry.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so who's your role model?
$1 million question. Okay, well, let me say it this way. I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus. And for me, it's always Jesus and nothing else.
Okay.
So when you asked, how did I get so good in film? I will not forget to say the grace factor for my life. He has pushed me in the direction that he wants me to be.
Oh.
And I am following. I have had people that have inspired me. Halle Berry is an actor that I love. I love her movies, I watch her. And J-Lo Jennifer Lopez. People say
Oh.
I'm Miss Hippie. I look like her.
Yeah.
When I wear, well, I don't know if I look like her. But
You like her too.
I like her too.
Uh,
But basically, B, Lady B in the Bond series.
oh, let it be.
Yeah.
That's a role model too.
I love that
Wow.
woman.
Wow.
There's something about the way she takes her life.
Nice.
I want to grow and get to that point where I can do my line deliveries
Like her.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
And
good.
another person that pushes me and tells me you can be great irrespective of where you are is Tyler Perry.
Tyler, wow.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler,
Tyler Perry is a mind shift for me.
Wow.
And he's so sweet that he's a black
Yeah.
American.
Yes.
So, he's my African brother.
Ah!
And he's making impact, and he started from nothing.
From nothing. Oh.
Yes, and God grace worked for him.
Worked for
If
him.
it can work for him, it can work
It
for
can
any
work
of
for
us.
anyone.
And I'm inspired by the kind of stories that he writes.
does. Wow.
Real life stories.
Stories.
Real African American settings.
Settings.
Things that happen and you can relate. That's it. For me, I tell my African stories and I expect my African brothers and sisters to relate.
To relate.
Now the problem with Nollywood right now is that we are trying to be more Oyubo than the Oyubo. You cannot tell your African stories. That is why I will not fail to give a shout out to Iniedo
Yeah. In the just
for
recent
the shantytown thing.
Yeah.
Adade! The way she says it with confidence and say, wait, the way they will wrap off you beat your chest and say, that's my darling. You know,
wow.
that's a Bible to the world.
To the world.
That's what it is, baby.
Oh my
Let's
God.
do our thing.
Oh, busy. That's
And
it.
if the world cannot understand, they will adjust.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so can I jump back to influence your acting?
Yes, possible. It depends. I actually usually feel very sorry for start out actors who are just beginning, who are not experienced and who understand that we are all emotional beings. And depending on what happens to the director the night before, a nice director can come to set looking like, oh. When I started, I'll give you an example. The director looked at me and said, I wasn't beautiful enough to play lead. As beautiful as I was when I was younger.
And even like now.
Okay, after all. So that I don't have the star quality to play lead. And I said, oh, me that they say I'm a mortal of a Bible, I don't have the star quality? Okay, so who is your idea of lead? And he said, Mercy Johnson. And I felt bad. The director said, if you're not known, it means you should do this, do that. And I said, stop that nonsense. All actors cannot be stars.
At the same time.
All cannot be celebrities at the same time. Stop putting actors under pressure that if they are still a certain year and they're not popular, it means they have failed as an actor. You, the director, if you are a director for a certain number of years and your movies are not picking awards, please go and sleep. And I don't mean awards that you can buy. Because these days we have so many awards that can be bought. I have had to turn down so many. Why do I need validation from someone where I have to pay to get it? No, I'd rather get validation from that market woman who sees me in Akpanande market and hugs me, and gives me fish to appreciate what I do. Wow. That is my award. I value that. I value that old woman who packs oranges for me and say, oh, wow. And then I mark her face because the next time I come to the market, I gift her something. Why? Because what she told me boosts my morale and my confidence. So I don't need validation from all these fakes.
Okay.
So I told that director, don't put an actor under pressure. Everybody has their different races to run. Allow them run it.
It's the
with
way
their
they want to.
The way they want to run.
Okay, so that is how you can overcome the attitude of, of a director.
Yes, and it's not just director, you have producers, everybody on set.
Still behave the same way.
Even a fellow actor can
do the same thing.
With an attitude. You just have to know who you are. Understand what you're there for. Get your job done. And off you go.
Okay, We'd love to go look at some of your films and maybe the ones online and the ones we can feed you. All right, your fans with. Okay, viewers out there, we're gonna be going on a short break to see the films done by her, and then we'll be back. Please stay with us.
How long have you been on this?
What were you doing going through my kitchen cabinet? See,
How long have you been on this? How long have you been on this?
stop screaming! You want to bring down the house? What is wrong with you? Come on, calm down. God,
Oh, you knew about your status. And you've been having unprotected sex with me. You do! Oh, you don't deserve to leave.
excuse me. Did I have unprotected sex with you at gunpoint? Whoa! Wake up. Imagine an adult who would have heard, seen, or even read about HIV and AIDS on several media platforms and yet continues to indulge in unprotected sex because he wants maximum enjoyment. And now he stands here blaming me for giving him the maximum enjoyment he desired. Very ridiculous.
Emerald, you've not seen the end of this.
Bring it on, baby.
No woman will match your level. Your husband will desire no other except you.
I mean, you don't think that your husband will be so dumb to put his extramarital affairs out there in the open?
It's a 50-50 situation.
Of fornication, every spirit of adultery, never to come back again.
Did you see any fair lady that just walked past?
No.
I give you 2 hours. Get in there, pack your filthy things, and leave my house.
Please, my husband.
God is really using you.
Oh, yes, we thank God.
Please, let me my husband.
Don't you dare lie to me now.
It has to be that prophet. But why would he do a thing like this?
Start fidgeting when you get calls when I'm around. You can't answer the calls properly. So I knew something was wrong.
I'd rather cry in a private jet than laugh in a big for nothing camera.
I will stay and take care of my children.
Nude pictures?
I rebuke it. My sister.
Hi viewers, everyone, welcome back to Stars Republic TV Africa. I am Rita Paula. We have Benedette Obi in the show today. Okay. We want to ask, we've seen a lot of your films and they are so amazing. I know, anyway, it's not far from what I expected. You've always been the best and you still be the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay,
You
so
don't
now-
get to get that kind of honest opinion with come by easily.
Oh, yeah, sure, it's true. So what's your husband's opinion towards acting?
You know what? I don't know what I did to deserve that man.
Wow.
But he is the best husband any filmmaker could ask for. He believes in my dreams, supports my
He
dreams.
supports too.
And then we have an understanding.
Oh, wow. He's really supportive.
Yes, and we have an understanding that works for us. Family, then career.
Oh,
So
wow.
that way we are able to balance it out. And yes, I am blessed to have it.
Oh my God. Okay, apart from acting, what else do you do in showbiz?
I'm a complete filmmaker. I can function in any office you want.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Wow.
I write, I produce, I direct, and I do a lot of crew work, script supervising, production management, coordinating. So I'm actually thinking of going into the technicals. I want to start with editing. I know
Okay.
I've attempted DPing a little, but I know I cannot do it on my own. I have
Okay.
watched and I've been shown how to on and record a camera.
Okay.
So I'm a complete filmmaker.
Well,
I have had a brief stint with broadcasting. I
Oh,
still
wow.
go on air on radio. And
presently you go on air
yes,
on radio.
yeah,
Which
inspiration?
okay, inspiration is your fans will want to hear you.
Yeah,
What
I
time?
talk relationships for them, but I'm looking at having my own talk show, a
Okay.
relationship talk show.
Talk
so
show.
if fans keep your fingers crossed, your girl is coming.
Ah.
And I do everything. I MC marriages, I MC events, corporate. I'm not very good with traditional stuff,
Okay.
so I do corporate MCing. I do a lot. I teach. I'm also a film instructor in English Talent Academy.
Oh wow, that's great.
So I'm just an all-rounder. And I thank God
That's
for it.
amazing. That's amazing. Okay, let's just talk a little about your recent production. That The Angel.
Ah, my
One
angel.
film I love so much. Like
Oh my.
I would want to watch times and again. Now, when I came to the
Thank
premiere of the film, I was
you.
like, oh god, did we actually show this film in Akwa Ibom State?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, it was done in Akwa Ibom. Look at the faces there. Oh man, you guys did a very nice job. Let's just understand what inspired the story and how was the location like and every other thing. Briefly, let's just hear
My
about it.
angel is a story. You know, I told you that filmmaking for me is a spiritual journey. I have a God that gave me a talent and I've decided that I will stand out. So he gives me stories.
Oh.
So that was my story.
That's your story,
My
personal story.
Yes.
Okay.
Not that it happened to me.
Yeah, no, I
It's-
get it.
it's-
You
it's my
wrote
trans story that comes to me.
Okay.
God gives me stories sometimes in church. I have a
Wow.
trance, I see a picture.
Mm.
Right now I'm working on another one. And we are going to be working on one
Oh,
soon.
please, I can't wait. I really
it's-
want to.
Yeah.
Because
So these stories come to me. Some when I'm reading,
okay.
maybe when I'm meditating.
Wow.
So the angel came on the spot and I shared it with my executive producer at the time. And he loved the story because we were working on, he wanted to shoot the story of his bishop who just passed.
Okay.
And so the scripting and everything was taking a lot of time and he had money he didn't want to lose. So he wanted to invest in film, knowing that film is like a long-term investment. So, and then I shared that story, I was saving it for myself. And then I saw the situation, so I shared the story. They loved it and we developed this story. I had a director that listened and so we worked together and we had that story. That's what it is.
Oh, well, it was so amazing.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to work with you so I can be part of a very nice story again like that.
Trust me, I have a story and I say it's going to be an all-girl gang.
Oh.
Girl EP, girl producer, girl director,
I'm
girl
in.
and we are going to cook a film. Watch out.
Okay, you know what? We've had a very lovely and nice time with you in Stars Republic TV Africa. If not because of the family, I would say I'd love to have you here forever today. So please, before you leave us, can you just give us a word or two advice to your fans still listening? And to
My
your upcomers.
My fans, thank you for loving the brand Benedette Obi. It's not been easy, but you have supported me through the years, and I'm glad that you are still standing with me. I assure you that Benedette Obi is spreading its tentacles to broadcasting and so many other movies that will be coming your way, and an online TV channel. So please keep supporting Benedette Obi, the brand. Keep looking out for something new and expect that I will not disappoint you. You would love what you get. Now to my colleagues, upcomers, accomplished actors, whoever you are, you must ask yourself why you are in this business. Why am I here? What am I here for? And what am I trying to fulfill being here? When you answer the questions that address your identity, you will know who you are, what you are, and why you are here. That way, it will channel what you do. It will influence who you roll with, who you identify with. Because the world is a strange place. Not forgetting, any relationship you go into, ask yourself, what's the motive? The motive will tell you if you should continue or not. But whatever you do, spread the love and understand that stars keep shining. They don't ever go dim. Just that at some point in life, some will have to shine brighter than the rest. And when it's your turn, I guarantee you, you will shine brighter than the rest. So wait for your time. Godliness with contentment and patience is great gain. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mrs. Benedette Obi Wilsobon. I love the last name so much. I love the way we combine it.
Yeah, my father-in-law was a great man. You know,
Yeah,
he's
sure.
actually one of the fathers of Akwa Ibom State. That's
Oh.
the story of another day.
Thank you so very much for
Thank
giving us your
you.
time.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen out there, it was a wonderful time in Stars Republic TV Africa having one of the superstar actors as far as the Akwa Ibom film industry is concerned, Niger Delta and Nigeria as a whole. Okay, we will always give you what you want. Simple. Subscribe to our channel and get to see what we're doing on a daily basis. I am your host, Rita Paul. Bye for now.
Africa.